there, and some definitely don't.
You see the combination here. No Tech 9 on NBK. Yeah. Some Kevlar picked up, but not a whole lot. SmithZz is actually invested in something here. He's got some nades to go with.
A lot of damage to Shox early on. Has to fall back, and also SmithZz dropping down a little bit here. It's the second map between Dignitas and EnVy. It's the last semifinals here. Nice shot from MSL. A third one, a headshot, and Happy's gone already. It's Shox and SmithZz left. MSL destroying them as they come out of Upper Dark.
Let's take the moment to point out that, you know, despite that individual play, basically, this is also Dignitas' map in this best of 3, so they're going to be feeling pretty confident going into it. We'll see if they fully reset, but so far it looks like MSL's in a pretty good state of mind. Picking up those 3 still alive, and all 4 players having rotated over to this B site for Dignitas. They've made sure that they've got eyes on that bomb as well, so it's pretty much, well, barring shots like that, an impossible situation for EnVy to get back into.
Please, SmithZz, that was really sick. Flash comes out, they're going to go aggressive. Such a smart choice from Dignitas, not waiting around, just taking it under control. And there's MSL, quad kill in the round, 3 of them. Completely surgical headshots almost to take out the EnVy team. Strong start here for the foreign team.
Yeah, for the away team practically.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Already that duck and weave as well. Not every day that you get to see it like that.
Yeah.
That was just a thing of beauty, a work of art, and a perfect start. When your leader gets that kind of start in the map, that's going to inspire some confidence here for Dignitas. So they get that strong start. They have the pistol round under their belts. They've got the rifles to work with as well. And again, they don't skimp. They don't go for MP7s or MP9s or any of the SMGs. They go for straight rifles across the board here on the CT side.
Oh, was one guy standing still and blocking the teammate? Then MBK was actually, looked like he was standing in doorway looking the wrong way. That was very confusing. Either way, he gets taken out by Nico. And the rest of the team making their way up catwalk here. Shox gonna go down. Second kill for Nico with a scout, looking for a little bit more, and some backup is coming in to help him out. Nico with the third one. Finally goes down, and kioShima will drop to Pimp, so that will be the end of the round. Fairly comfortable round for Dignitas, in fact.
Actually, yeah. I mean, 4 players surviving versus a force buy, that was not good enough for EnVy. They definitely needed to get more out of that situation.
Yeah.
So now, well, EnVy, this is a bit of a tough bit, but sometimes we've actually seen teams that like to start T side now on Duster, just because, you know, it's supposed to be the less favored side, and they're willing to try and get some, you know, they make it a bit harder for themselves, but then it also allows them to just get some rounds to work with going into the favored side, which is CT. So EnVy, I don't think that they're under pressure quite yet. They're just going to bide their time now. They've invested in P250s, NBK sticking on the Glock. Now they kind of just get to go for the run and gun and cross their fingers, hope that they can pick somebody off here. I'm glad to see that it's NBK also leading the charge into the hot spots. They don't care if he dies because he's got the Glock. He's just there to get the info, basically, to allow his teammates to get the kills.
They're going to try and make the jump down to CT spawn. Doesn't feel like it just yet. Nico playing with a pistol and a very nice headshot there on SmithZz. Again, something that Nico's really well known for doing is, you know, just staking with the pistol when everyone else is buying. That's a sick shot from kioShima as Pimp's jumping mid-air. Now they're fighting Nico down there. This could be a bomb plant situation for the EnVy team, which would be a big win.
They're going to plant Kent as well. This isn't ideal for Dignitas by any stretch of the means because they're going to come out from CT as well.
One thing
CT
is,
through long.
Look at the Molotovs they have. They're going to make a big difference here. Oh, Happy coming up from behind, though, and MSL will take down Happy. Let's see if they can actually make this retake come true. There is a kit on MSL, but he's kind of low on health. Got to be a little bit careful. Got to get the headshot. They clean it up really quickly. It seems to you like maybe EnVyUs was playing not so much to short, or maybe the smoke just forced them out, but it feels like maybe they could have tried a little bit more to stay hidden.
It was remarkable, actually, how quick and easy that seemed. But they get the bomb plant regardless, EnVy. So in an eco round situation like that, going into this round when they were going to buy regardless, this actually gives them a lot more money to work with. Shoxy could get some nades as well. At least he should. A single flash. Well, okay, then. And they are going to be just going forward. They actually have quite a bit to work with here. Dignitas, in the meantime, themselves, fully equipped, even hanging on to the FAMASas because, well, those guys just haven't died yet, so no problem at all.
FAMAS, I mean, it's not a great weapon, but I think it's all right to stay with it like this, try and see if you can make the most out of it. I mean, maybe some of these rounds could be won by just Nico picking up a couple of entry frags, and then you don't need so many FAMASas to really deal with it. A lot of people out in the middle, 3 of them, in fact, 4 rushing in. Pimp trying to get up on the box, but the flashbangs make it so hard. The smoke as well. aizy hiding in the corner here, going to look for a first kill. Going to kick up 1. MSL with 1. aizy with a double. Oh, not enough bullets to pick up the triple, but Pimp in the middle will drop Happy, and now SmithZz. We're going to have to see essentially Agent SmithZz here come out on top with a 1v3 with the bomb down. This would be a godlike clutch.
If he can start like spawning twins of himself everywhere too, this
Yes.
could actually help a little bit because he's going to need it right now. 1v3 walking up to the door. They're trying to figure out where he is, but he turns away from the flash, expecting the flank, but they line up for him actually. That could have been possible. He's not going to get the re-peek on a Pip, but for a second there, it could have actually happened with them stacking up like that on Dignitas, but that's the difficulty of retaking that B site on Dust 2. It is so dangerous because in order to get onto that site, if you're coming up from B slope, you have to walk through these constricted points, the window, through the doors. It forces you to stack up, and so that is why whenever we talk about B site Dust 2, you need to have a man advantage as CT because you're going to suffer some casualties. As we saw there, the first man through, just done.
And there is that one angle you can hold where you can't really be spotted from window, and you can sort of like peek out and look towards the door. That's why you always, or in a perfect world, you'd want one guy coming up or one window, one door, because then there is no way to hide on that site where you won't get found out. But if you only come door and window, there are actually blind spots inside that site, and that makes it really tricky. Again, EnVy out the middle. They're just going to go for it one more time. Grenade out from Nico. Again, wants to jump up on the box to try and shoot them over. aizy this time playing aggressively. Gets one, very nearly drops Shox as well. MSL very nearly drops kioShima, but nearly is not good enough. And EnVy now have a big lead in this round.
And Nico attempting to jump off, perhaps. Kjaerbye is going to catch Happy, and like usual, Happy out and lurking. This is going to make it a little bit more difficult here for EnVy, who are just now planting this bomb. Quite a long wait there on that bomb plant as well.
Kjaerbye has to win this fight. That's huge. Nice grenade into NBK. And NBK actually, Molotov goes a little bit too far. Kjaerbye can sneak past that. They're so low on this EnVy team. They're really soft at the moment. Bomb is ticking, though, and they got to make up their minds. Dignitas, that smoke is going to keep them covered for a while. NBK with the one, NBK with the double. Nice hold from them, yeah, and the double for Shox as well. And EnVy are going to pick up the round. That was... I don't know. That looked like it could have been definitely possible for Dignitas to retake. But, yeah, nice play on NBK.
But you see how important that smoke is that goes down? Actually, you just mentioned it right there, where it's like you need to get the three-pronged take onto that B site, where it's wall, window, and then, well, window, doors, basically, in upper dark. But with that smoke blocking off upper dark, that allowed kioShima to hold and support NBK. kioShima gets taken out, but then NBK's on the site itself, and he's just knocking them down as they come through. So great control of the space there on that bomb site by EnVy. That one smoke worth so much to them in that situation. Shoxy spots out the man, and he gets headshot by Pimp. Pimp, also a man who's been very much on point so far this tournament for Dignitas.
Yeah, and he's going to fall back immediately, try and play it safe, which is definitely the smart idea. That looked like Shoxy even had like the pre-aim on him, like a good idea what was going on. Very important opening frag. If they can shut down EnVy right now, Dignitas could suddenly have a very strong first half here where they're going to bounce up to around 6-1. And maybe even build a pretty strong economy into it here. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a short push coming out from the EnVy team. Is anyone lurking middle? Yeah, NBK is looking for an opening.
Might actually find it here as well. Late smoke. Does he catch that man out on CT slope? Yes, he does, but he doesn't get the kill. Pimp. Great dance from him. Stays alive, and the re-peek from NBK. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to make it work. He's going to get picked off, and that smoke going down. There's the pop flash, and does Kyo actually jump out? No, they decide to push up on Cat behind this, using the smoke to cover themselves.
And kioShima's waiting in the smoke to make the jump down. Yeah, there it finally is. 20 seconds left as well, and Pimp now triple kill eventually goes down, but still a big round for him. Molotov up to block them off, so now they have to plant on the other side, and this is a much worse plant than the other one is. Now they're stuck inside the side. They can't go long, they can't go short to try and stop this. Very tough position for EnVy to try and fight for this after plant. Happy and SmithZz are left, and now the rest of Dignitas are showing up. SmithZz playing next to the smoke here. He's going to go down. aizy and MSL, they finish the retake. That's a very cool Molotov to throw. It's not always possible, because usually you're going to be out of position, but if you do get it down, you're forcing them to plant more or less in the default plant position. And again, the problem is you're stuck in the bomb side at that point.
Yeah, there's nowhere to back off. You can't go and try and play off the strengths that you've had by playing off of Cat. And that's exactly what that Molotov blocked, essentially, because EnVy would have loved to have just kept control of Cat, get the palm plant there, force the player out on long and CT. You know, they just funnel them onto that site where they can actually control them. Instead, Dignitas, they complete with one nade, they managed to stop that from happening. And look at this from EnVy.
Wow.
This is also, I mean, well, it worked on Inferno. Now is it going to work here?
It's so much more difficult to get it working here, and it's so much more difficult to get it working when you're playing T side.
On Inferno, on
Cash. Yeah, I know what you mean. I understood. Nico,
Whoa.
right through the edge, and a follow-up headshot on SmithZz. Oh my God, you're gonna end up falling back out of harm's way again. This is exactly the Nico that they're looking for, and I wasn't kidding earlier when I mentioned that, yes, if with a little bit of practice, with a little bit more commitment, Nico is at the level of some of these other top AWPers.
All right, he spots that man. There you go.
Quad kill right now. Happy the last one left. He's got the AK armor. He's going to take down Pimp. But this is a sick round from Nico. No hesitation at all.
You know, just holding Cat like this monster, basically. They could not get through him. Happy looking to get lucky through the smoke, but it's not meant to be. And while Happy, 25 seconds left. He's still got 40 seconds left, though, so this is all just him kind of running down the clock, maybe giving some time to Shoxy to talk things over, or think things over as to what they want to go for next, because right now, EnVy took a bit of a gamble. They really did. Going for that buy early, that's going to give Dignitas a lot to work with, in large part due to Nico. With 4 players surviving there for Dignitas,
yeah,
their money gets strong again, whereas EnVy just risked everything. So it's going to be another free round for Nico to continue. Well, Nico and his lads basically to continue to generate money.
Yeah, four people surviving this round, 3 in the last round. So they are slowly building up an economy. And as long as you got 3 or more surviving, you're sort of building, right? So this could be working out. 6-1, and EnVy, they just keep buying. And I mean, I mentioned it earlier. These kind of force-ups, they can really heavily backfire.
It's just, I guess, when it comes to EnVy is just like this unique team along with Fnatic, but EnVy even more so sometimes, where it's just like the sheer raw aim that's on this team. That's how they make these kinds of buys work. Because other teams try to reproduce it at times, but they don't have these guys who are just willing to run in there and get the headshots almost at will.
Oh, actually, MSL and aizy are kind of low. So we'll see what happens now as EnVy are gearing up to push up towards Catwalk here. Shot missed by Nico, but he's going to go for it one more time. Does leg Shox, who's very low on health, but they're getting dangerously close here. Pimp is on Goose. He's going to pick up one. Nico with the crossfire as well, and there's Pimp picking up a headshot on Shox. So that was very nearly about to go wrong, but they managed to adjust to it at the end. And MBK will drop, leaving Happy all alone all the way back here, looking for some sort of opening, but he's very low on health as well. And Kjaerbye's got 100% health looking for him. And no escape there. He ends up going down. What I was going to bring up is, you remember the ultimate Dust 2 team with Kenny and Kali on the same team on Titan? One of the worst performances we ever seen from that team on Dust 2 was that one game, some online game on Dust 2, where they ended up forcing so much they could never get double up, they could never get like auto sniper or anything. That's what I'm worrying about with EnVy here. When they keep forcing like that, it means all the power they have with these potentially decent AWP players on Dust 2 specifically is never going to get put into play. They keep fighting with Galils and Tech-9s instead of AWPs and AKs. And that could be a real sort of trick that they're playing on themselves here. Oh, is it going to be the ultimate spray down? MSL is ready, AK in hand, it's a triple, keeps going, finally drops. But this is Dignitas just schooling EnVy right now, 8-1.
Right, I mean, basically one step ahead every single step along the way. MSL, he finds that pocket. There you go. Cheer comes out. Not sure if that was EnVy for Dignitas. I think it should be for Dignitas, though, because right now they're doing everything right on this CT side, whereas EnVy, they are now finally going to get that AWP, and it is going to be Happy. So, again, Shoxy probably doesn't want to use the op while calling, and SmithZz still doesn't seem too comfortable with it.
Yeah, and I think he's also Happy spawning so close to long that he thought, okay, I'm going to go for it. We need to make a change, and this is going to be it. Very, very aggressive round from EnVy here, and is it going to catch Dignitas off guard? Happy with the opening. Molotov in is going to force Pimp out. He's burning, but he does get the one kill in, and he's going to fall. SmithZz takes him out from beyond the grave, and kioShima to drop Nico. Wow, what a change of pace here.
Now, the fast play, just don't stop. Once you get any kind of speed going, just run on up there, and Happy will collect the final frag of that round. Very straightforward approach by EnVy, and Happy even going for a bit of the shots. All right, okay. Yeah, EnVy starting to feel themselves a little bit here.
Wasn't that SmithZz corpse, though? I think he's BMing the wrong team. What are you doing?
It's reflexes, man. He just sees a corpse. He's got to shoot it.
It's the double up setup now on the T side, though. One running to B, and you can do sort of a similar peek that you can over at A-Long towards B. You catch people as they jump on the plateau, and that might be what aizy is doing in the background here. Got to be really careful now. MSL is already behind the box, so that's good news. Now they just got to play it safe.
Doesn't spot him out, but now he knows that there's an AWP up there at least. Could be a pretty money HE as well. It's going to go in and actually fly right past. NBK takes the point, and there's Keo managing to follow it up, but there's still a second man, and we don't see it, but Keo gets both kills. That opens up the B site. Smoke is going to go down to block off the doors, and that's all that needs to happen now. And I thought for a second there that Keo was going to go completely wild and try and push through onto B slope.
Wow, the timing in that bomb site was almost unreal. if Dignitas just go for the peak a little bit earlier, they catch them, and a little bit later, then they probably stay safe. Pimp rushing through, only to get the 1 kill, and they also lost the guy coming up from A long. So overall, EnVy looking really good in this round, and maybe going to be able to finally string a couple together here. Nico, I mean, their bomb is not down, so they want to make a crossover at some point to pick up this bomb, and he's just gambling on the fact that he can maybe get a kill then.
Oh, that's exactly what he's waiting for.
Patience.
They still have Happy holding. It's not the best angle for him. I mean, he's watching the doors, but that, I mean, how do they make it across with the bomb?
Oh, is he going to be ready? He misses the shot then. That would have been an opening, but Happy takes him out. Not going to play that game for much longer.
How wild is that, though, is that Happy's just like, yeah, I know you're there. I've just got the timing down. I'm going to go ahead for this peak.
Oh, man. Well, third round for EnVy. They're clawing their way back in. If they get up to 6, I mean, if they can bring it back to like 6-9-ish, I think they're going to be all right. I think they can make this work.
I agree. Now, well, shots across, but the HEs now, basically one of the things that TSM started doing a little bit of a while ago, those HEs with the dust plume that comes up when it goes off and blocks mid-door so they can save a smoke. Still 3 flashes and a smoke, 1 left on aizy there for the smoke, so we'll see when they decide to use that one, but now it's going to be a bit of an aggressive push, and NBK already prepared for this. Spots them moving past into upper halls, and there it is, the angle to spray. NBK not overextending. It looks like he wants to try and hunt them down, but Dignitas playing it very safe. They peek in, they get the info, and they back off.
A little bit scary, and NBK just lines it up. MSL no more. Probably wondering what the hell happened. But a good round here for EnVy just to pick it up. They're playing against armor and pistols, and if they can steal it away here, I mean, they might be right back in the game. SmithZz to take out Pimp. aizy inside the site, but he's getting wrapped around from all angles. Gets the 1. Could have been a double. Got to be careful when you're that close.
He came so close to getting the double there. And then Happy's still back in T-Spot. That's going to be frustrating for Kjaerbye. And Nico, his last man alive here now, and he's in a bit of an awkward spot. There isn't a whole lot of hope for him to win the round. Instead, what?
Just playing up on that box, and
was that Kyo trying to wallbang through the box, though?
Yeah, you can't do that, but SmithZz will take him out. And that's going to be a triple for him, I believe.
Another round. And that's why you can never count EnVy out. No matter how rough it looks at the start, they're able to come back in and start getting the rounds that they need to get a successful half. It's not going to be an outright defeat for Dignitas in this first half, unless they can, I mean, if they can make it up to 9-6, Dignitas, I mean, they're still coming out ahead on CT. They'll have some work ahead of them on the T side, but it's possible.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I would say right now the goal for Dignitas has to be really shutting down EnVy right now. They can't let them back into the game right here. aizy with an important first kill that allows the rest of Dignitas to play much more defensively. And Nico smartly falling back here. Glad to see that he's not over-committing to any kind of entry. When someone else on the team got it, just let it be that way. Play this one safe. Kjaerbye to pick up Shox as well. Now they should be winning this round.
Now, yeah, it should be all Dignitas, basically. I mean, 3 guys on the B site right now. They have that man in upper dark trying to cause a bit of a diversion, but Nico, he's going to be up in window. If they decide to go through here, EnVy, they're going to get slaughtered. Instead, it looks like it may be a setup for the B site. They're trying to make it look like it's going to be B with that smoke, but it's up Cat. And that smoke just cleared off on Cat as well, so this could be the big moment here for EnVy. Can they get across and pick off the man who's holding on site?
Oh, jumping on out. Still Pimp with the M4. Close flashbang out. Perfect teamwork. But Pimp does go down, and so does Kjaerbye. Pretty nice entry there from kioShima. There's still a man down, though. I mean, EnVy, they actually have time. I'm not sure they realize how much time they have, because otherwise I don't think they would have planned it right where they did. Now they're locked inside the site, and this is going to be all down to raw aim. Nice Molotov, though, goes out. And NBK looking for an opening, but someone's already crossed, and they didn't realize. So kioShima goes down, and NBK, not a chance there. aizy to pick up the kills. And that will be the round in favor of Dignitas.
And that's just an unfortunate turn of events there for NBK, basically turning away. Kyo, assuming perhaps that NBK was watching his back, decides to look towards slope instead.
Yeah.
And just nastiness, maybe a little bit of miscommunication there on the French side. So Dignitas will be able to pick up that 9th round. EnVyUs, however, because of the rounds that they've succeeded in chaining together, are going to be able to go for a bye in this one. So it's not over yet. We're in the 14th round here of this first half. Dignitas keeping it close. EnVy as well. 2 rounds left, and we get to see if EnVy are going to be able to make that 9-6 finish. And the jump, did they line up? No, somehow. That looked like it was dead on to a bunch of them.
And it even looked like they were being unusually slow in making that jump, like they were somehow, I don't know, slowing down a bit.
Sometimes you get that
mid-transition.
feeling where it's just like, you know, this shot's going to hit even before it goes out.
Yeah.
So that's one of those moments where also, you know, you get that feeling and yet it doesn't, and you just feel robbed. Although the Dignitas fans right now are just like...
Shox and NBK actually having a pretty bad game at the moment. I think they've got 3 kills each, and that's not a lot when you're in the 14th round here. They got to do something to change that up.
A lot of it has come down to entries, it seems, from Envy at least. They tried to go for the mind games in the last rounds. But now we have to see. Last time around, Nico started off with the entry. It's not going to be the case this time. Pimp is holding close to CT slope, but it's going to be Nico holding it cross. So if they decide to peek too far forward on Cat, Nico's going to be ready for them. The solution for Envy, however, is to get out here into mid and establish that crossfire.
Good opening kill from MSL. Smoke goes up. They're trying to rush through. SmithZz will pick up one, but still in the doorways holding. Another CT player, and it's MSL. Takes down one. SmithZz with the return frag, though. And a 3v3 still perfectly acceptable here. Don't run for the fire, please. Gonna bring him down to 30 health. That's a lot of damage. Now, one grenade. Kjaerbye has 1 HE. If that lands on SmithZz, that could be the round.
This is so awkward now. Shot attempted by Happy, but he's going to go wide, and Kjaerbye's going to win that kill. Now they've got the man advantage going on to this side, Dignitas. And there's Kjaerbye with the follow-up. He's the beast on Lace. Shox, he tries to get control of slope. Will take out the first man, but Nico is able to land the shot from window. And Dignitas will win this crucial round, saving it at the very end. And look at that MSL. Even aizy cracking a smile. Dignitas are starting to get into a very positive state of mind here, I think, because they've got 10 rounds on the board. That is perfectly acceptable on your CT side of Dust 2.
Oh, they should be proud of what they're doing right now. They're actually making this look like a fairly comfortable first half against the Dignitas team or against the Envy team, and that's just a powerful performance here. Again, the grenade to make the cross, and Envy with one last shot here of redeeming themselves in the first half. They almost lined up for Nico. Pistols out. And Kjaerby's there to save him as well. Shox goes down and delivers the bomb right to their feet. So now the whole rotation is in effect. Everyone on Dignitas gravitating toward this side, but NBK, kioShima picking up a couple of kills. SmithZz from behind to take down Nico. It's a 2v2. And they got to run here and pick up the bomb quick and get back. MSL in the meantime, with aizy going to be paired up and Happy. Is he going to be able to stand up and get a quick headshot? He's waiting for them. Don't tell me he's going to make the jump. That would be ludicrous. No, they're going to run a little bit too close, and that's Happy getting a kill. That was really well thought out from him. Sprays and finishes it off. 10-5. Sick finish from Happy.
The mind games, man. And basically, you already saw it. He's telling his mate, there's 2 of them up on Cat. Do not come here. It's the last 2 guys. Go to B. And then he just sits there and lurks. Sits there and waits for them to expose themselves so that he can pick them off. Just perfect play there from Happy in the end, but a little bit too little too late. It might be the case here for, Envy are excellent CT side, but they have been struggling recently, so we'll see if they can actually manage to lock it down from here. There was a time when we would have said, yeah, they've got 5 rounds on T side. Their CT side is just on point.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that time right now. I still think there's a little bit of a shadow of a doubt when it comes to Envy as far as, them being able to hit the level that they used to.
Well, I'm wondering, I think that this pistol round is going to be huge either way. If Envy win it, then they're probably back to 10-8, and that is still scary for Dignitas. That's open game, essentially. Anyone can win it. If Dignitas win it, though, they really should close it out. Like, that will be hugely disappointing if they win the pistol and then end up losing the game.
And then we go to Inferno.
Flashbang out here, and Happy almost getting overrun. He gets a kill. That's actually huge for him. NBK, though, has to reload, and he's going to have time for it. Gets another chance, and they keep trading. Great play on Envy. They could have both died without getting a single thing done that round, and that would have been Dignitas already with the victory. So it might not seem like a lot to trade, and usually we say trading on CT side is not good, but in this position, you should be happy if you get that much. And there's SmithZz bringing it back in Envy's favor, and now they're fighting in the middle. Pimp goes down, and aizy running up long. Might get a kill here. One click on SmithZz would do it. There it is. Tries to make the crossover. Smoke is fading, and they hear him on the bomb site. He's got no clue. And Shox, he's merciless. Walks out, misses the shot, and has to run away. What's going on?
Well, aizy's down to 10 HP now. He spots out them both, but Shox is going to find the last kill, and Envy will pick up the pistol. But I got to give it to NBK. I think that he's the big man there in that round because Happy, yes, spots the rush and gets the first kill, but NBK, not only does he get 1 kill, he drops 2 other players down to 30 HP. That's so much damage taken. That makes it so difficult in a pistol round where a lot of it is this run and gun style where every point of health matters. If you've done that much damage, that's better than most HE nades.
Oh. Are they going to try and go? They're waiting outside long. They didn't want to get blown up by a quick double nade from Envy. So now they wait a little bit, and then they're probably going to go for it. But in a round like that, it's down to like seconds. Because if that push goes out a second later or a second earlier or something, it could be that both Envy members die, and that's it. aizy with a sick opening, taking down MBK, and SmithZz will fall right afterwards. aizy with a double kill so far, and Happy. He must realize they're right in that smoke, but he's waiting for them to come through, and now they're there, hiding by the barrels. He's going to pick up one, he's going to pick up a quick double and a triple, shutting down the Dignitas team, and yeah, this is Envy bringing it back.
Yeah, slowly but surely. They win the key rounds coming up following, and now it's going to be getting into the danger zone. Where we got the 17th round, basically, and Dignitas not able to just get too much done in it, so we'll see what they like to go for in the next round, essentially. There's Happy, getting it right this time as well with the corpses, so no mistakes made, but it will be another round of Eagle coming out from Dignitas, so Envy, they're going to be able to continue building their confidence, essentially. They're going to be able to continue getting frags on the board, building their confidence, and building their economy, because Kyo is still holding on to that MP9. 2 pistols still on Envy as well. This is stretching it a little bit. NBK right with the USP makes me just a little bit worried.
Oh, nice pop flash there. They're very close. Shox gets 1, 2. Oh, he's out of bullets. Still, that was really well timed. Like a really good single setup there. And Happy spraying like a crazy person. He's going to end up taking down Kjaerbye there. And there's the 10-8 that we were just discussing now. Is where it gets really tricky. Dignitas must have felt like they had a really good first half, like they had a good lead going on, but they know how good Envy are. They know that once they get a little bit of traction, they tend to hold on and never let go again, so they need to shut them down here. Nico with the AWP, and there's one on SmithZz as well, crossing over in middle. Shox does get tagged up, so that's already a good start.
Yeah, this might influence it. You can see the very quick push coming in from MSL now. He wants to try and capitalize on this, bank on the damage that's been dealt by his Opera aizy, and he's got support as well from Kjaerbye, both pushing up B slope. It's going to get very difficult here. They need to get that kill, and Shox gets the crucial one, drops the bomb in Upper Dark, and now he's actually playing with the smoke, gets the drop on aizy. He's still here, still got 6 bullets. He's not going to be able to get any more done from it, but it's a man advantage now for Envy, and they're going very quick. Flash allows Happy to get onto this site. Free kill onto Kjaerbye. Pimp does bring it back, and Pimp with the double. Well, somehow we're into a 1v1.
This is an absolutely sickening round. He's got the triple kill currently. Now he can actually run away here. I think he already guessed where MBK is holding from or where he's coming from, because otherwise he would already have run in window or door. They would have followed up on Happy then. So here comes the mind game. Is he going to try and stay in B, or is he going to run to A? He could go wherever he likes at this point. And he's going to run out middle, and that's what MBK sees as well. He's feeling it coming. Oh, he goes back in again. Essentially just a battle of minds here. And right now, Pimp is coming out quite a large ways ahead. Also, NBK does not have a kit picked up. I don't know if there's one in sight, but we just time. He's on catwalk when he jumps, so let's see how long that takes later on. We'll try and do the timing, because this time is going to be critical. And there it is. NBK doesn't matter. Still picks up the kill. Oh, and you can tell the frustration on Pimp as well. I don't blame him for it. And there's the kit to pick up. Very important.
And the reactions from both of those players, actually. Pimp, you can see the incredible frustration, but NBK, you saw the release from him, that sigh of happiness that he actually wins that clutch. Such an important round as well. Dignitas should be able to get a buy going behind this because of that bomb plant, but that was an incredibly important round, and NBK comes through big for his team right there. One more round closer to tying it up.
But the real hero of this round, without a single doubt, was Shox.
Yeah.
If not for Shox's ridiculous double kill with the FAMAS when he was completely trapped, there isn't even a round for anyone to build anything off. Dignitas just win it immediately. That was just, I mean, I have no idea how Shox stayed alive for that long and did that much. They sprayed down here. kioShima with a great triple, and then Shox to just get a little bit in between.
And that's not how a buy round is supposed to go for Dignitas.
No.
Now when they're fully investing everything into it, that's about as good as it gets. That's frag reel moment. Basically, just, you know, you dream about those kinds of holds when you're a B-side player. To get a triple spray down and an assist on top. They all lined up for him, and now Nico's in a very difficult spot. They're already they're already canvassing, just holding off the angles. So they've been separate. They separated this map into quadrants essentially, and NBK, they get the spot on him. They know where Nico is, so he's not long for this world. Just looking to see if he can do any kind of damage here, see if he can't pick up a kill. And he might be able to find the one here, but nope. NBK gonna land that headshot. It's going to be a 10-10 scenario now. Envy bringing it back. And now this actually makes it fairly awkward here for Dignitas. They have a bit of a tough decision ahead of them. Do they elect to go for a buy when they're only going to have around the $3,400? Or do they hold back? And yeah, there you go. So they are, you know, just going to back off a little bit, take a breath, go for some Tech 9s, and make it a halfway bye.
Tied scoreline. Not, I think, inspiring a lot of confidence on the Dignitas side here. I mean, on the first map on Cash, they managed to win so many rounds in the first half, and then they picked up nearly none on the second half, and now it's sort of repeating itself here, though. That's a good return. Can they really stop kioShima in this corner? The answer is a definite no. He's still got 12 bullets left coming in through the window. aizy goes down. Very nice triple kill from kioShima.
That's some very fine work. Dangerous, so dangerous when you're up close like that versus the P250s. Everything, you're within one-shot headshot range. Those pistols are lethal when you're up close. And yet Kio controls the spray, gets the job done. And that off of Shox as well, holding it mid, spotting out the play. But here's the replay of that 1v1 situation. You see how frustrated Pimp gets. And also NBK basically with the massive sigh.
Yeah.
The deep breath. So.
Oh, man. I don't blame Pimp. I mean, he just did so much in that round. I think he had a triple at that point in time. Very nearly gonna win the first round on the T side here for his team. It's getting really rough. Noah Tower going on in the middle, and happy with a good spray down there on MSL. They try and fall back immediately, and they'll be successful as well. No one catching them falling back. NBK holding close to the doors.
And that tower has become even more powerful since the smoke tweak. Like tightening up the edges of the smoke. That boost is ridiculous because you just see them get. It's like just clear as day if somebody jumps up onto that box.
Yeah.
You can just lay down the shot immediately and get out of dodge. Now Shox, oh, he spots him, and that's an aggressive play there by aizy. He actually wins versus Shoxy. So bringing it back slowly but surely there, Dignitas. They actually managed to bring back a little bit of an edge here. Bringing it back to a 4-on-4 is so important for them. They can spread out the defense now, hopefully, but so far, Envy, they haven't moved at all. There's still 3 guys who are holding on this A site.
Nice pick-off from SmithZz, and he's still got a friend holding up in Goose, so that's really important. NBK, free kill there on Kjaerbye. And SmithZz going to fall into a different position. aizy's very low on health. This is looking like Envy about to extend their lead by another round, and time is running out as well for the Danish team here. 20 seconds left. Not sure what they could do. Pimp will pick up a good headshot there on NBK, but he loses aizy in the middle of it and goes down to Happy at the end. So 12-10, and things are just getting out of control right here. Yeah. Not a single round on the second half picked up by Dignitas.
When we're watching the player cams, judging by the frustration that's being shown on the faces of Dignitas, at this point, I think this is where they're starting to feel like they're letting it slip out of their hands. Like they're starting to feel like this tournament is going away from them. Because now Envy are in the lead. Envy have got sick money. They're constantly winning these clutch situations. Oh. And well, as I'm ticking points off on my fingers, then Nico's just like, yeah, I'll throw all that out the window, Semler.
Yeah.
Gets that headshot with the scout, makes it look easy. And there you go. Now Dignitas, maybe this can actually put some wind in their sails.
It has to be kind of now or never. I mean, they've got very few rounds to play with here, and Envy have just been on an incredible streak already. Smoke, flash in towards CT spawn, and now they have to get a great entry frag here. They can't start trading now. kioShima jumping up into the window. Shox gonna pick off one. Nico gets another headshot, and aizy's there to pick up kioShima. So this is kind of a sure thing. NBK and Kjaerbye should actually not try and retake this. Even though they've been winning a lot of rounds, this is not worth throwing away these rifles for.
Yeah, especially when there's a lurker. Kjaerbye here in this position. Wins the duel as well, does exactly what he needs to, turns his back, and that was a free kill for Happy, who uncharacteristically misses the shot. So there we go, full cleanup. Envy should have the money to buy, but that is actually a lot of money that just went out the window, literally.
Yeah, that's a little bit silly in my opinion, and it could come back to haunt them. I mean, they have how much they got? Like more than $10,000 on them between them.
What they're trying to do here, Envy, it's not just like they're going YOLO and like just trying to get in there. They're basically trying to get at least one kill on a Dignitas to make sure that when they win their first round, it's going to be an expensive one, and they're not going to be able to save much off of that. 4 players surviving for Dignitas though is going to be fantastic here for the Danes.
It's just that when they had the AWP, I would have rather they stayed back and looked for like someone exiting B or anything like that. It just feels like that was a big risk, but. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. They were just hoping to make it a really hard round. I mean, expensive round anyway. 11-12. Another good opening would be worth a lot. If they push upper right now, Pimp is actually in a great position for it. Looked like they were about to, but they're sort of falling back into a safer position now. Shox is ready to flash into middle in case anyone spots any kind of action.
Some tricky stuff, though. There's the flash. SmithZz going to be white. 2 players up on Cat, and they go straight down into CT. They were looking to catch somebody off guard. Look at this play, though, from Envy. 3 guys holding on the B site. This is ideal. 2 guys drop down to sub 10 HP, and there's the spray mop-up coming in from Kio. Doesn't make it out of the nade, though. And somehow, 3 players on that B site for Envy, and we end up in a 2-on-2. They trade fair.
that grenade was almost like a homing missile. If that hadn't actually killed SmithZz, that would have been... Oh, I'm sorry, not killed SmithZz. I think that was Happy going down. That would have been big. NBK trying to spray into the corner. There's a guy very low on health, but they don't have any more grenades. Flashbang actually from a teammate there. Kind of slowing down the retake. And NBK jumping and shooting. Nico, Pimp actually takes him out, and it's down to SmithZz now. 1v2, and he has to run away with the AWP. That means Dignitas are going to tie the score in reverse. And now the question becomes, how much money does Dignitas have, EnVy have left here? And it's not looking that great.
It's looking a little grim, in fact. Happy still got 5K, but the rest of them all floating around the 3K mark. This is going to be enough for them to get a force buy together, I think. Knowing EnVy, they're not going to want to give up. They're not going to let Dignitas get away with this. So there it is. No hesitation. Straight buy.
That was very cool. Double jump down into CT spawn.
Not every day we get to see that, right? I was wondering, I'm like, they're up on Cat, but no, wait, why are they like running through the wall all of a sudden? And yeah, they actually ran into CT hoping to catch Happy there, because guess what? Happy, in a standard situation, at least for EnVy on CT's side, he nearly always plays CT spawn.
Look at the response here from NBK saying, okay, we're a little bit down. I'm going to go for the jump scout play and see if that works. Grenade very nearly finishes aizy. I think that took him from 30 to 9, and NBK keeps going. I'm not sure why they wanted to stay and fight him here. I mean, they know how good he's been lately. aizy's going to go down. There's no reason to challenge him if he's going to play like that. Just go back, smoke him off, or grenade him down. Anything but trying to peek him.
Yeah, there's no reason to risk it. Nico, well, I mean, look, and then he goes into another even more annoying situation. They shouldn't be able to predict this position, though. And then NBK is just like balls of steel, just continues to jump. In a place where they can even pre-fire, just tap him. He's still going for the jump.
But because it's so hard to hit jumping models, it's still better, I think, for NBK. The question is, why do they keep going back to him? Find somewhere else to play. kioShima playing close to the middle here, and they're right in front of him. In fact, they were looking up towards the window, so a bit of an off angle there for Nico as he comes in. He's going to go down. That's MSL now. Smoke goes out to CT spawn, but this is such a strong start for EnVy. Hard to see how Dignitas can bring it back, and kioShima keeps spraying. He's finally dropped, but Pimp now taking a fight with Shox and will lose it. Nico, almost no chance here. Gonna go down to NBK. Solid round at the end there for EnVy.
3 players alive at the end of it as well. They get to save that AWP that Nico just conveniently dropped at their feet. And this is now looking very decent here for EnVy. Dignitas, they might very well have been broken here because these have been very expensive rounds through and through. And yeah, you can see Pimp has enough to go for an op buy. They're going to be able to squeeze together a buy, actually, a pretty reasonable one with 3 rifles and an AWP. This is all or nothing now for Dignitas. If they lose this round, EnVy could very well walk into a match point make it.
Yeah.
And just run to the finals from here. Fnatic are currently waiting in the finals as well if you're just tuning in.
Yeah, what was the score? 16-10 on the first map on Cash? I think it was.
Very close to that.
So, I mean, still a good margin for EnVy, but it's not like Dignitas did not put up a struggle. They just had a really brutal second half. But first half, they did super well. They finished 8-7 on Cash. They got 7 rounds on T side. So overall, very respectable. But this map is much closer at this point here. This could go either way, although it does feel like EnVy've got a little bit more control.
Very standard, I mean, very standard as well. Yeah, as far as the AWP, double AWP on EnVy, but very standard approach here from Dignitas. And now, this is where it gets a little tricky. This is where they're starting to try to pull a fast one. No nades, no smokes, no nothing. Shoxy still gets the kill on Nico. That's a big play from Shoxy. He eats a flash, however, but he's got his mate to watch his back from Upper Dark, so he can go for more aggressive peeks and window, and they line up for him nearly. It was a very close thing.
MSL gets the one, gets a double refrag, so that's actually going to put it in favor of Dignitas, even though they are very low on health, and there's no grenades left on EnVy again. 1 HE grenade, Black Plateau here is going to get a kill, 1 towards Car is going to get a kill as well. So if they had them, they could have used them, but now it's going to be down to just a pure firefight here as MSL takes a 3rd kill and drops SmithZz. NBK trying to take a fight back Plateau, but he's going to get doubled up on him. Pimp will drop him. And Happy, he gets dropped by MSL, who gets a quad kill. Now that's a real leader right there. Saving his team and bringing it back to 13-13, a tied scoreline. And now EnVy, they can't have that much money either. No. This is crazy.
Now we're going down to the wire in this one, that's for sure. This second map, a true battle between both of these teams. And yeah, EnVy, wow. In true EnVy style, I don't even know why I'm surprised. They just go for the force buy. They show no fear. This is all about confidence in your belief that you're going to just annihilate the enemy team no matter what you have in your hands. And NBK, once again, playing on Cat with that scout, misses the first opportunity. We'll see if he's gifted another one. However, Nico is here. There's the jump, and both of them miss.
Yeah.
Very close thing. And again, Dignitas, very standard, very standard. At the beginning of these rounds, they really aren't doing anything too chaotic. They're going one holding patiently towards long, one in upper dark, and three in mid again.
And they keep insisting on taking this fight with NBK. I mean, it's kind of like last time. This time it wasn't as bad, but it still really worries me. They are going to go for a split on the A-bomb side as far as we can tell here. SmithZz is holding with the other scout over on long, but he is going to have a really hard time staying alive here. This has to be a some really clean kills from both players on the enemy team for them to stay alive for more than a couple of seconds.
Oh, and the long peek there behind that flash, very well done. And there's a shot from NBK, hits the headshot on aizy. Flash it long to buy a little bit more time. He spots the second man up on Cat. This is ample information here. They should be able to know. NBK delivers another one, takes out Pimp.
Yeah, bomb is going to go down, but they're a man up on the Envy side. 28 seconds as it drops. NBK, it's one more shot. MSL finally takes him out, but the grenade bounces in, and MSL is gone. Kjaerbye and Nico are left and a boost up into the side here. Nico covering down from long, and so is Kjaerbye. This is a strong position. Shut down on kioShima, and Nico's ready once again. Drops happy. No crossover here. Shox now coming out from main. He's going to drop as well. Kjaerbye would take him out. Triple kill from Nico, and a sick round from Dignitas.
And why do Envy run across when this? Then they have the smoke. They literally wait 2 seconds for that smoke to go up.
That's the one big question. The other big question is, why do they keep fighting NBK in these positions? It's just like, maybe it's just the pressure getting to the teams. They're just thinking, well, we'll just go for it anyway here.
I mean, these are shots that any opera should be able to hit, essentially. Nico isn't doing anything super flashy there. He's just hitting these nice little readjustments. The fact that they have a smoke and then they don't use it, or they don't wait for it to go up. Envy getting ahead of themselves, trying to force the issue, and now once again find themselves in this force buy scenario, except it's worse than before. Pimp is going to find the headshot onto Shoxy. From here on out, life gets very difficult.
A little bit close then. NBK once again on catwalk, going for more. Why? Why are they doing this? There's no good answer at the moment. SmithZz is going to go down over on longs. That's a super kill for Kjaerbye. That means they can spread out and try and put the focus on something other than NBK, who is dropping fairly low, and Nico will pick up happy here. And they can easily just ignore him. They don't have to keep fighting him.
Not going to hit the flash that time, or not going to hit the shot. He gets flashed and stands up into a hail of bullets. Now, Kyo alone walks into the spray from Pimp. Very clean work there by Dignitas, and 15 rounds. They are 1 round away from taking this to map 3, taking it to Inferno.
Oh, I would love to see Inferno between these two teams. Just because I'm wondering if it was a mistake for Envy to leave it in the pool, even though it's supposedly their strongest map hit. That has been questioned a lot recently. And that's the crowd, I think, cheering for Envy, saying, come on, bring it back. We want to see that overtime. Nico already getting a pick off there on kioShima as he tries to make the gap there, but not going to be good successful. And now SmithZz in the middle. M4 in hand. Gets the 1 kill. Very nearly dead. Has to fall back around the corner. 1 grenade here will seal it. Do they have it, though? They actually have a bunch of grenades, but they're going to be a little bit timid and just fall back and wait to see what Envy are going to do.
It's a fairly even situation there. The man runs across mid, however, so that's Shoxy trading positions. It's going to put SmithZz up on plateau, most likely, where a headshot would do the trick regardless. He's going into Snake, actually, so this is actually going to be very interesting for Envy. But this is now map point for Dignitas, and the advantage is theirs with 4 players alive. They're going to walk out onto this A site where Envy are actually at their strongest. 2 players holding on A site with a 3rd one in mid. Shoxy could be able to rotate very quickly here, so we have to see.
These positions, though, actually are a little bit weird for a long push. I mean, they are going to get flanked around, essentially. Very important kill there. SmithZz picking up Pimp for the double of him for himself. NBK looking for more jump scout action. Smoke, though, is going to go up, making it a little bit tricky, but Kjaerbye's already low on health. SmithZz trying to spray, but he does drop, and NBK's there. Hits a body shot on aizy. They got to try and stay out of the line of fire here. He's even continuing without any scoping going on, and there's a headshot on aizy. NBK, he just will not stop. The bomb is going down right in that smoke, but Shox will pick up Kjaerbye, and now it's on Nico. 1v3, gonna be the 1 kill, jumps out, doesn't get the scope, and it's gonna be 14-15. Envy will retake. And plenty of time for the defuse.
And again, I mean, SmithZz with the huge round, but NBK also with the kills. They try and get up onto the A site. Again with the jump scout. NBK He's definitely, I mean, he's quickly becoming one of the best jump scout players in the world, basically. It's not even scout players, it's just straight up jump scout players.
And it is like borderline ridiculous that there's a role called jump scout player.
Like, I just created it. There you go. He's been dubbed the king of jump scouting.
That should definitely not be a role at all, but it is. Apparently it is.
But what was important there is that SmithZz, the kill at mid, stopped them from going for a B split, and then when they change their mind again, he gets the kill onto Pimp on Cat. 2 kills like that made all the difference right there. Gotta give it to SmithZz. But NBK, this time around, feet firmly planted, gets the headshot.
Wow, that was a headshot as well. Otherwise, Kjaerbye would have destroyed him. But now, overtime, seems very likely 3 more kills for EnVy, and we're going to it. Happy gonna pick off Pimp right there. His corpse just sliding off the wall, and MSL and Nico, not a lot that they can do here. The crowd, they get what they want. You can hear the cheers in the background. They're shouting, EnVy, MSL and Nico are left, and what could they possibly do at this point in time? They're going to try and flash their way in. NBK still up on the ground here. Not going to hit that shot. That looked like it was dead on, but he's looking for more. Jumping and scouting. He's going to finally go down, and so is Nico. Any second now, he's being trapped and wrapped around here, and overtime is in effect.
And the crowd, of course, goes wild. You got the EnVy fans. You got lots of blue in this crowd as well. But, I mean, that's only to be expected here. French team, French tournament.
Oh, wow.
And we go into overtime where it is just, I mean, a matter of whether Dignitas are going to be able to keep their cool. Because they were so close and they let it slip from their grasp. So This is the thing. I mean, it literally comes down to the mental game from Dignitas if they're going to be able to withstand the pressure. Because, like I was saying earlier when it came to Hellraisers, if you're going to be able to close out, it's a totally different beast. Overtime, LAN, playoff bracket, semifinals that might actually, it's like your tournament life on the line. How often do you get to experience this kind of pressure if you're a new team trying to make a break for it?
I cannot remember if it was overtime versus Na'Vi in that one faded match on Dust 2 against Na'Vi at Cologne, but it was a very close game either way. I feel like if it happens again, man, they're going to be frustrated. I mean, okay, so all things aside, obviously, Dignitas right now pretty come out of this with a strong feeling that we should have had it. Now let's try and keep our focus, but regardless of anything else, this is a really strong performance from Dignitas, right? They are playing EnVy after all, and they're really showing us some good stuff there.
Oh, this is like a blade. Just please stop showing Kenny, because Kenny is actually like heartbroken that he's not up on that stage right now. So please, have mercy. Stop showing Kenny in the break.
I'm sorry, Kenny.
Sorry, Kenny, but man, that's harsh.
All right.
It's like, here, allow us to rub it in, Kenny, that, oh, you could be, want to be up on that stage? You could be up on that stage.
Yeah. Next time for sure. No gapping kill then. Actually very quickly push here up on short, and also on long they're showing some presence. Dignitas decide to change the pace. They've been playing slow so far. Well, here comes the fast round, and SmithZz is covering down here, but they're losing control of short. Happy to pick up Nico. Can they get the bomb plant down here, though? That's the big question. They just got to keep him occupied, and MSL will go down, so maybe a tough round for Dignitas here. Even with the short plant, this is going to be very, very tough to stop EnVy. A bomb site is super retakeable.
And Happy gets the key kill, basically. That takes out Pimp. The last 2 players here, one on the site, one on Cat. SmithZz finds the man holding on the site. That's Kjaerbye gone, and just the man on Cat gone as well. And that is going to make all the difference. The fact that they get that first round that secures their economy, everybody living. I mean, just a perfect round going there for EnVy to start off this overtime. And if that is not how it's supposed to go for the Frenchmen. If you're Dignitas and you're looking to win this and take it to a 3rd map, you cannot let them get off to a strong start here and get the confidence.
Well, what's sort of absurd is that if everyone on Dignitas, if they put 5 people on short, not that they could have ever known that, they would have had like the perfect round. They've kind of threw a lot away fighting long when they actually already had the bomb site, but that was, there's no way they could have known that, but that was just like almost a little bit ironic at the end there. Pop flash ready for kioShima in the middle.
Yeah, now we start to see more, basically back to standard from Dignitas. You know, they went for the aggro, that didn't work. Now we're going to go back to the tried and true that got us the rounds in regular time. This is an acceptable play from them. aizy holding up on Cat. Nobody's going to be waiting there, however. EnVy kind of playing it standard as well. They've got SmithZz holding it cross, watching onto Cat. So if anybody tries to stick out there, this is basically one of the key parts of this map. Points on this map, one of the most important CT points, basically, because your Opper, you have to hit that first man who goes through.
It could get really tricky, especially when you're playing this far up to the corner. They could end up catching you if they jump down on the slope. You can get caught on long very quickly. Flashes through, jump into CT spawn. What a sick shot from SmithZz. Mid-air, aizy He touches the ground, but he's already dead when he does it. No need to call the paramedics at all. SmithZz looking for one more, gonna pick up the second one. We did warn all of you. SmithZz on Dust 2, sometimes he just turns on the magic. And that double kill is gonna be huge. Envy again. Yeah, the bomb goes down, but retaking A bomb side is so much easier than B, and they're feeling it now. kioShima with the kill. SmithZz finally falls. MSL with a good double spray, looking for a triple, almost gets it. But now Nico's on short against 3.
And it's not ideal for him either. He's only got the AWP. If he had a rifle, this would be big, but Nico gets the first one down. And now they're trying to defuse that bomb and the smoke. He goes for the pistol, but Happy lands the shot. How does Happy land that shot to save it?
Oh, I cannot believe it. One pistol bullet would have killed the diffuser, and that could have very well been the round.
How does Happy, because Happy was smoked as well, wasn't he?
No, I think he was up on the box. I think he was up on the box.
I want to see the replay there, but this shot right here, that is sick by SmithZz, mid-air. And then, of course, comes back, because at this point, EnVyUs, this is also key play on the CT side. If we control long or we control short, we've got a strong chance of retaking the site itself. So what do? They realize they've lost control of Cat. Let's lock down long, get control of this point, and then we'll go for the retake after that. So Envy, just textbook stuff.
Ooh, good flashbang in there. Happy gonna have to fall back. There's also an auto sniper in play on SmithZz, so he's actually switching it up and making it maybe even harder on Dignitas trying to win this last round. Good opening frag. That was mid-air shot on Shox right in the face. kioShima gonna get downed as well by Pimp, and now SmithZz with a bit of a return, but the B-bomb side, is lost. And this retake is gonna be significantly more difficult for Envy now. They do have some decent tools, but Dignitas still have that one Molotov that goes up right here, so that's going to limit the options now. And there's a smoke as well. Oh, this is going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy at all. Pimp kind of letting them know that I'm waiting on the other side of this as well. NBK doing quite a bit of damage. Actually, that's aizy suffering quite a few. But there's Pimp, turns away, doesn't actually, well, I mean, have to deal with it. And aizy with the double kill to lock down the site. Picture perfect hold there for Dignitas in the end. I thought that perhaps with SmithZz going with the Scar 20, bringing it back to a 3-on-3, there might be a bit of a chance for Envy to actually get it going for themselves. But with that fresh smoke going down, blocking off Upper Dark, that's pretty much a death knell for NBK. Running through that, there's no way that Pimp is going to miss that shot.
No, I mean, even though it looked like he was just about to turn around, you're right. That's definitely hugely favoring the terrorist holding on the other side. Wow. Yeah, not an easy retake either for Envy there, unlike the 2 at A. Kind of a nice little test, right? Retaking twice at A, no problem. Retaking once at B, not so easy. More than that, we're now going to go into the second half of the overtime here, with Envy just needing 2 terrorist rounds and Dignitas needing all 3 CT rounds to make a victory. Anything in between that, and we're going to go to double overtime, which could definitely also happen here. Shox quick out on long, very aggressive here, and he gets this. Well, actually, NBK going to take it away and take out Kjaerbye.
This is a key frag there, NBK! And he's got Keo as well backing up 3 very quick frags, and now they've got control of the A side as well. SmithZz has worked his way up onto the bomb side in the meantime. That bomb just going to hit the timing to get across. And Shoxy still holding it long as well. Walks into it, and there you go. It's practically in the bag. Keo picks it up, and now can Dignitas, can they take 2 rounds in a row? That's all that matters at this point. Envy 1 round away from the fated match in the finals versus Fnatic.
Very distressing engagement to watch from Dignitas down on long, as they actually kept peeking one at a time. At no point was anyone from Dignitas both fighting one target. There were 3 people there, which is supposed to be like the surefire way of locking down an A push or a long push. You just put 3 people and then you shut them down. Now again, they're stuck on the corner, so either all commit or all fall back, but nothing in between. This time there are 2 people running out, and that's better than last time. Pimp gonna pick up the kill, and gets a second headshot on kioShima. It's a pretty decent job this time around, although Nico will fall.
But they still have control of long right now, Dignitas, and that bomb is not up Cat yet. There's SmithZz trying to take the fight, trying to create some breathing room, basically, for his teammates. It's not going to be the case. Happy getting caught, completely flanked, and I mean, really, no surprise there, basically. Probably just already thought, like, well, YOLO. But Pimp's got 1 HP. Shoxy, best thing he can do at this point is get a bomb plant, but they will not even allow that. And Dignitas keeping their hopes alive here in this match. 17-18, we go into the last round of this overtime.
Triple kill as well. I mean,
Pimp?
Yeah, pimping it easy, but he really had to work for it here, trying to keep his team alive in this tournament.
Took the cane to him, man. What's the main issue here is that, yeah, money is going to be stable on both sides. Kio's wondering where did his AK go? Okay, he's got it. I was about to say, like, you're not supposed to eject the AWP after you use it, Kio.
Oh, Shox kind of jumping into that grenade, but Nico taking more damage, and that looked like it should have actually been an easy opening shot. I'm not sure why he didn't get that kill on SmithZz, because that would have obviously set it up nicely. Now you see smokes going out. That's a nice way to smoke middle. In fact, that's a lot faster than the other one, and now they're going to go for it. Flashes in as well. They want to see if they can get into this B bomb site. Pimp got to pick up the one kill on Shox, and aizy fighting inside. Gets one. There's still 2 people in sight. What a shot from aizy. 4 bullets left here, and he's going to go for the repeat. Nearly drops NBK, but it's not over just yet. Dignitas, if they win this, it's double OT. Happy in the middle, takes out Kjaerbye, and now it's even.
And now they have to worry. Do they worry about the back line? Do they worry about Happy coming through? He's still lurking on lower. No, I mean, NBK needs to stay alive, but he gets caught in that crossfire. And now it's a nigh impossible task here for Happy. 1v2 coming up from B slope. 40 seconds left, and the Happy champ begins. But I don't know if it's going to be enough because they've spotted him out. And Nico's already holding that angle with that AWP. Molotov onto Nico, actually. That can force him out into the open, so we'll see if it's effective. And it is. He takes so much damage. Happy so close to pulling this off. There's the pop flash. There's the shot. And Happy runs out of bullets.
There it is. He takes the triple. Oh, my Lord. What a 1v2. That Molotov just sealing the deal. And that's going to be it on 2 maps. Brought to the very edge. EnVy make it work.
Yeah, that's a chant right there. Everybody on their feet as well. I mean, what an electric finish. Shox applauding the crowd.
So we are going to get the ultimate grand finals.